welcome back to another video. This week we are back to the food videos, and today I am going to be trying some of the new bits that I found in Asda. I've done quite a few of these new in videos before, but I've never done one with new in things from Asda, so this one's going to be a little bit different. I'm not going to lie, when I was walking around I felt like I was really struggling to find like new things. There just wasn't really that much, but now that I've got it all in front of me, I do think I've got like some quite good things that I am actually really excited to try. I have got a mixture of savoury and sweet, so I think I'm gonna start with the savoury stuff and then finish on the sweet stuff. So yeah, let's get going. So first thing that I am gonna try is one of these plant-based chicken style Kievs. So you get two in the pack. I've got one here cooked and ready to go. So let's give it a try. Okay, so there's quite a lot of butter. As soon as you cut into it, the butter just kind of like, well, plant-based butter just oozes out. Let's see. That's quite nice actually. I feel like if you didn't know that was plant-based, you would think that it is just a standard chicken Kiev. The chicken tastes like chicken and the garlic butter tastes like garlic butter. It's quite creamy, which I personally really like. And the coating is quite crispy as well. That filling is actually like really garlicky as well. It's got quite a lot of flavour. But yeah, that was quite a nice one to start with. I think I'm going to go in with an 8 because like I said, there is literally no difference between that and a normal chicken Kiev. So up next, I picked up some coronation chicken pasties. It does say you can eat them hot or cold. Since I had the oven on to cook the chicken Kiev, I thought I would heat a couple up. So I've got like some hot ones here that I'm going to try. The little description on the thing says chicken thigh with mango chutney and sultanas. Oh no, they've got sultanas in them. In a lightly spiced creamy curry sauce wrapped in short crust pastry. Okay, so not as excited about these as I originally thought. I do like coronation chicken, but I hate when they put sultanas in it. But I mean, we'll still give them a try. So this is what they look like. They're fairly small. I'm kind of nervous to try this now that I know it's got sultanas in it. Not really a fan of that, I'm not gonna lie. No. The filling is quite like stodgy. When I think of coronation chicken, I think of like creamy, saucy, whereas that's kind of just like a blob. And yeah, obviously with the sultanas, not my cup of tea. But yeah, it's just not what I was expecting at all. I think rating those, I think I might give them a 2 actually, which I know is really low, but comparing it to like other coronation chicken things that I've had, they're just bottom of the barrel. So yeah, 2 out of 10 for the coronation chicken pasties. So we've got 2 more savoury things left. I'm gonna go for the crisps next because I'm quite intrigued by these. I've never heard of anything kind of like it before. So I picked up these butter kissed popcorners in sweet chilli flavour. So they're basically popcorn crisps, which is something completely new to me. This is what they look like. They're little triangles. To be fair, looking at them, you would never think that that was popcorn. You would just think it was like a normal crisp. So it is a bit of a weird flavour. It does have like a bit of a sweetness to it. Sounds really weird, but it tastes a bit like cereal to me. It's kind of like oaty in a way. I don't really know how to describe them. It's just like such a weird sensation. They are quite crispy. I think the texture initially, it's like a normal crisp, like a pop chip for example. But the more you chew it, it just kind of starts to get a little bit different and you can tell that it's not a normal crisp. The sweet chili flavour isn't really there. I mean, if I was to have one of these and not know that it was sweet chili, I wouldn't think it was sweet chili. I think I might give them a 4. Very weird. Okay, so last savoury thing, we have got the new Doner Kebab pot noodle. which is another one that I really don't know what to think of. Smell wise, it doesn't smell the nicest. This is what it looks like. Whenever I have a pot noodle, I do like it to be quite like dry and sticky. Like I don't like it to be too watery. I mean, let's just go in and give it a try. No, not a fan of that at all. To me, it tastes like a bit of a stale flavour. It's just a horrible, horrible flavour. To be fair, I would never ever order like a doner kebab. It's just not something that I would go for. So I don't know if maybe that's why I don't like it. Maybe if you enjoy a doner kebab, then maybe you like this, but yeah, just not for me. I think I might go for 2. So moving on to the sweet stuff, hopefully we'll have a bit better luck with the sweet stuff. Hopefully we'll have some nicer stuff here. I have got a box of cereal, so I'm gonna start with that because in my head it makes sense to start with the cereal. So we've gone with the Weetabix chocolate melts in white chocolate flavour. So these seem like they're going to be pretty similar idea to Crave. You've got like the crunchy bit outside with white chocolate in the middle. They do also do these in milk chocolate, but I thought it would be interesting to try the white. So this is what they're like. They're pretty small. They do look very similar to Crave. They're just like a little bit of a different colour. They're not bad. This is what they look like inside. As you can see, they have been a little bit stingy with the white chocolate. I think they are maybe a little bit dry. I know that I'm eating them without milk, which is probably a big factor, but I just think they need like a little bit more chocolate in the middle. Obviously you've seen like before that they are a little bit empty inside, so I think if they had like a bit more chocolate, it would just kind of like make them a little bit better. But they do taste nice. I think rating, I'll maybe go for a 6.5. There's definitely better cereals out there, but it does taste pretty nice. So 6.5 out of 10 for the Weetabix chocolate melts. Okay, next thing I feel is a little bit boring, but I do think they'll be nice. So we've got the Dairy Milk twisted buttons. They're white chocolate and milk chocolate buttons that are like all kind of twisted together. I feel like you can't really go wrong with like Dairy Milk button. So that's what they're like inside. This is what the individual buttons look like, so exactly the same as the picture on the front. I actually think I prefer those to normal buttons. I think having the combination of the milk and the white, it just works really, really well together. The white chocolate brings like the creaminess, whereas the milk chocolate kind of like tones it down a little bit. Because I feel like white chocolate can get quite sickly. And if these were to just be white, I don't think I'd be able to eat that many of them. But because they've got the milk chocolate like swirled through, it just kind of, yeah, like say tones it down a little bit. I think I might give them an 8. So I noticed that like Asda sort of like released this range of like loaded blondies and brownies. They had quite a few different flavours. I picked up the loaded blondies with the raspberry jam. I really, really like a Jammy Dodger blondie, so I'm hoping that these are going to be kind of similar. They're quite small and they're just like little kind of like fingers. I'm excited to give these a go. That's pretty nice actually. As you can see, like there's not really that much jam on the top, but the raspberry flavour like does actually come through quite well. And yeah, like the blondie itself is like nice and soft. I sometimes feel like brownies and stuff that you buy from the supermarket, they're just never the same as like a homemade brownie or like one that you would get from like a cake shop. Whereas these ones, like they do taste really nice. I think I might give those an 8 as well, because I would definitely pick them up again. Okay, back with some more chocolate next. We have got the new orange toffee crisp. I personally really like a toffee crisp, but I don't really know what it's like when you combine orange with it. I don't know if that's maybe just going to be a bit too much going on. I'm not sure if it's the chocolate that's orange flavoured or if it's like the caramel toffee bit. So it's orange flavoured toffee and crisp cereal coated in milk chocolate. Okay, so it's the toffee bit itself that's orange flavoured and it's not the chocolate. You do definitely get like a very strong orange flavour. That does definitely come through. I mean, it does taste nice, but would I rather have the orange toffee crisp over a normal toffee crisp? Probably not. The orange flavour, like I said, is very strong, but it is quite artificial tasting. I just don't understand why they need to make everything like chocolate orange. Like, what's wrong with just leaving it as it is? Pretty much every type of chocolate now has like an orange version. I don't get what the obsession is. Like, chocolate orange is nice, but like, you're never going to be able to beat a Terry's chocolate orange, so why bother? What are we going to rate it? 6.5. Second last item. I'm actually really excited about these, to be fair. So these are Maryland cookies and Jammy Dodgers combined into a cookie. So by the looks of it on the packaging, it's a Maryland chocolate chip cookie with like bits of raspberry in them. I do like how it's like a combination of two brands. So you've got like the Maryland and the Jammy Dodgers. I think that that's quite fun. Okay, so this is what the first one looks like. I mean, it just kind of looks like a standard chocolate chip cookie. You wouldn't really get any raspberry. Let's have a look at the other ones. Okay, so none of them actually look like they do on the front. The first few that I've picked out the packet just look like standard chocolate chip cookies. They do smell like raspberry though, so that's actually a really weird flavour. So they have actually got like chewy raspberry bits like through the cookies. There's just none on the top. But yeah, that's a really strange flavour. Obviously you bite into it expecting it to taste like a Maryland cookie, but then you do get the hints of like Jammy Dodger coming through. And I do feel like they've done a really good job at like combining the two and actually like getting both the flavours in there. It's just a bit weird to get used to. There's definitely better cookies out there, and yeah, like I wouldn't probably rush to buy them again. So because of that, like I kind of want to rate them like relatively low. But then because it is a combination of Maryland cookies and Jammy Dodgers, and I feel like they have managed to get like an equal amount of both, and like it does taste like both, I feel like I want to rate it a little bit higher. Maybe like 5.5. I have saved the thing that I am most excited about for the end, so hopefully we're going to be finishing on a high and it's not going to be a letdown. We have got Toblerone cheesecakes. I mean, it doesn't get better than that, does it? So you've got a biscuity bottom, cheesecake middle, and then it's like a Toblerone chocolate on the top. Let's get stuck in and see. I am excited for this. Okay, this is good. So the bottom bit is actually sponge, not biscuit, which I don't quite know if it works. Like it does kind of make the whole thing like very soft, and like, you know, I feel like I just kind of need a little bit of crunch from like some biscuit rather than sponge. But other than that, it is very nice. I might even go as far as saying that it's one of the best cheesecakes I've ever had, which I know is a bold statement, but I definitely feel like this deserves it. It is just like, it is such a nice flavour. I think I'm gonna rate this one, I'm gonna say 9. It would have been a 9.75 if it had had biscuit, but because it's the sponge, I'm gonna bring it down to a 9. But yeah, still amazing. So that was all of the new bits that I picked up from Asda. Obviously we've got a bit of a mixture. Some things have been really nice, aka Toblerone cheesecake, and other things like the coronation chicken pasties and the pot noodle were a big thumbs down. So yeah, definitely a bit of a mixed bag from this one, but overall I think most things have been pretty nice. As always, it has been really fun like trying out some new things, and I always think it's been like a successful video if there's at least one new thing that like I will continue to buy, which we definitely have this time. But yeah, that is it for this week's video. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, remember to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll be back next Wednesday with another video.